Hello good people of the internet. Today we're playing Deck of Souls, which is a roguelike deck building game with elements from a Souls-like. So it says. We're gonna start a new run. This is a beta / demo. So I think there's only one class and you start with these stats and some equipment, but it says pick class, but there's only one to choose from. It then rolls you into a deck of cards, and the game itself, some of these are very familiar if you're used to something like Slay the Spire, and it draws heavily from Slay the Spire, I would say. And if you hover over things, it tells you what all the keywords do. So instant is the same as, well, it plays it immediately, which makes no sense until we get into the game in a second. Banish means you can only play it once per battle, so it's the same as exhaust in Slay the Spire. Combo are things you want to play together. So if you play, well, every time you play one of the cards, you add a combo stack, and if you play a card when you have a combo stack which is high enough, then you get an extra ability. It looks like it's given us a combo rolled deck, which I'm not sure is the most interesting. There's also the stealth mechanic. So if you're stealth, that means you take no damage. It says you become invulnerable. And also if you have something which is a sneak attack, when you are stealth, you become, well, those attacks become instant, which means they take effect immediately, and then it doubles the effects. So there's a whole, maybe you can build something around getting stealth. Anyway, this is your starting room. There's, I got a bit stuck here. There isn't really a tutorial, but maybe it tells you kind of very basics about how to play, but you can still get stuck here. Basically, you need to choose you can choose your equipment and look at it, but you're choosing from the map in the standard, well, I say standard, Slay the Spire, I guess, made it kind of standard, way that you would. It does tell you in advance, but you can't scroll too far ahead to see the end of the level. We're in Act 1, there are 4 acts. We're going to go towards the blacksmith rather than the charmer, and there are battles in between. There is music, but I've turned it down as I always do. So how does the game work? Basically, your opponents are playing cards, although it doesn't show you the full card, but in a similar way to Slay the Spire, and I keep mentioning that game, it tells you that they're going to attack you for 6 damage. If they're going to do something else, it'll kind of put a different symbol up. But this, it may do something slightly strange with that 6 damage, like the card that they're playing actually has some more information. So they're playing these cards, and we would play cards into these slots, except if they're instant, in which case you play them into a slot, but it plays instantly and the slot is still free. You have this green stamina bar, and each of your attacks costs stamina. So this costs 3, this one costs 3, this one costs 0. But it costs 0, but it would still use up one of the slots. If you have an empty slot at the end of your turn, when you're kind of all the combat's playing out, then you would gain, as it says here, +2 stamina. So that would be added to your stash, and your character has a certain amount of regen of the stamina per turn, but I can't see it just now. We'll look at it maybe in the character equipment menu when we get there again. Obviously you have health, it doesn't regen that very well. So anyway, what would we want to do? And it can be a bit hard to kind of think about what you would actually want to do. We don't even know what this thing's doing, so we'll find out. So yes, this adds block, so we probably want to combo this, whereas we don't care too much about this, because that will heal extra points of stamina. So we're going to miss out on the second combo ability there, but we're going to kill that thing whilst getting points. We could leave this empty, but we don't have anything there, so we probably will leave it empty. So let's just, it's a bit of a waste, so we're going to unlock these shurikens, yeah, sure. And you can see it says deal 6 points of damage. This one's preparing for a strong attack, and we've done 14 damage to this guy. But also, I feel like we should have defended some more of that damage. Because, right, there are maybe a couple bugs in this game, which I dislike. But the game is early access or beta on, whatever it is, demo stage. The combo ability says that it will go back to 0 at the start of your turn, but it apparently resets every time you play a non-combo card. So I played the card which was to play the shurikens, which was not a combo card, even though the shurikens themselves are, and therefore I did not get my bonus defend. I assume that they will fix that at some point. Anyway, the skeleton assassin is going to do huge damage, so we're just going to attack that straight off. Well, we could, but we maybe want to be a bit smarter. Sure, we're going to kill that thing. We're going to take the blocking, so we don't actually take any damage from these guys, and we're going to end the turn. Which refills our stamina more than we need, because we had the extra from here. Also, what have we got? Dealing more damage, gaining armor. So yeah, we can play... you'll deal exactly the right amount of damage for this guy, so we can have one attack on... Well, we should do the combo at the end if it's going to reset the combo. Which we don't care about. So we'll attack this guy, we're going to deal 14 damage to this one, and that's going to give us 13 points of block, just the same as Slay the Spire. So it does mean that we don't actually need to put anything here. But will we? Yeah, I don't think we will. The aim, I think, is avoid damage, because it's hard to replenish your damage. There are campfires, which for free replenish your whole health. Right, we didn't kill this guy because their block applied first for some reason. I suppose that makes sense. So I shouldn't say for some reason. But we're now just going to kill them straight off. By doing damage, we can then stick 14 points of damage on this guy. And it's slightly annoying that we have like spare cards, but we can only play one just because the enemies have died. I'm not quite sure how that makes sense. But that's the mechanic in this game. You know, we have fewer attacks just because there are fewer enemies, but you also have more attacks when there are more enemies. I don't know. In any case, we just want to do damage, so it's fine. We're not going to get the combo for that one, but we don't need to. I didn't use this roll, which is very useful when you have something doing something very strong. We don't have a lot of cards in our deck, so we're getting the same card again and again, so that's, well, I mean, useful. So we'll just keep doing that. Yeah. Evading the next attack is very useful. You'll probably see me use some of these. Anyway, at the end of a battle, you get a certain amount of dull souls, which is your, let's call it in-run currency. So we get some of those, adds them to your stack up here. This is why they call it like a souls-like, because you're gaining souls. And we gain a card. So very similar to Slay the Spire. We are looking probably to combo into our combo keyword. So we can either block 5 points of damage. Having block is useful. I don't know. I may just go with the one which deals more damage for the next one, and we also get a few more souls. Anyway, so I mentioned I click here. Well, if you click on your equipment, you can see that you have equipment, and you can actually, through the game and the blacksmiths and stuff, we can pick up more equipment which have various effects. So this iron dagger can scale up, and I think is improving our strength by 1 at the moment. Oh no, it has a requirement for 1. I think it's improving it by more than 1, possibly. And strength itself increases the red card bonus, which, you know, what are red cards? If you look up here, I do have 1 red card. So my red card bonus is probably 3, maybe. Yes, it is. And therefore, the base card, this is probably deal 10 damage and block 10 damage, but with that red card bonus, it's getting extra. And so you can get different equipment, which plays differently. And when we get to a campfire, we can also level up, which gives us more points to spend if you want to use up your souls for that. Anyway, we'll get into that. Back to the map. So we probably want to aim for this Soulsy Soulfire, I think it's called. Cool. The most dangerous opponent here is the Skeleton Mage, so we probably want to try and deal with them. Let's add the shurikens to our hand first this time. And if we're going to go all combo-y, well, We probably can't defend enough. We should be able to. So we're going to... These are all combo cards. So we're going to heal some stamina. We're going to block a lot. And then we're going to damage this guy and block some more. So they give themselves block. You can also speed up the combat speed. I've done it by 1 notch here. But there's loads more notches. If you feel like the speed of the actual animations is too slow, you can do that. What would we want? Right, so we want to kill this thing probably. We could say the next card deals 8 damage, and then that would do 15 damage exactly. So we could kill him now. Might as well. Actually, let's draw the cards first, because after we've done that, we don't have really anything else we'd want to play. We are dealing 10 points of damage for 2 turns. Oh no, maybe they did something to us? I don't know. Well, we can play the 1 stealth, that probably makes sense. So we're going to do that. Just going to kill this guy instantly. So his big damage output is 0. And then we'll block the rest of those. And we should gain armor as well. Armor must be broken fully to receive HP damage. But it uses your block first, and then armor is just like extra HP, but it hasn't actually restored your HP. Right, now we definitely want to use these cards, but we want to use it with the combo. In fact, it will combo itself, maybe? Well, we can do this. It's going to block on one and hit the other. I don't have enough stamina, and this ruins my combo, annoyingly. Incorrectly as far as the game is concerned, but anyway. This will heal some of my stamina, the drink potion, but it's instant and banishes... Well, it banishes, which means it goes away. Exhausts, let's say. And... Sure, well, just to get the combo, because you can see my combo is gone. That's the icon there. We'll do that. Which means I won't be able to combo very well next turn, but it doesn't matter. And, well, we're just going to do the same thing. The combo is actually fine. No, it's not. Well, we will heal some stamina instead of actually attacking. They're both blocking anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I shouldn't have played that one. If I'd looked at their abilities, that would have made more sense. Cool. I don't know why they're still defending, but we're going to just heal the stamina then. On this guy, but deal this one 18 damage. The other builds which I've seen, there's a poison build. Poison, unlike Slay the Spire, gets worse over time. So if you have 2 poison, then it goes up to 3, and then 4, and then 5. So it does you more damage, which is annoying, I suppose, if you ever have to face it. We don't have too many attacks. Maybe if we can, we'll pick up another attack card at some point. That would be good. Because we are just cycling through. Anyway. This is getting stronger. Who knows why. The battle ends. We have more dull souls, which goes up and fills our thing here. Right, so... Here's poison, so we could take poison. Or there's a combo thing. We've already got this one, and we've already got lots of block. What is Rush? After playing as many instant cards as the Rush value on 1 turn, play this card. That just allows us to draw, but we don't have enough cards to draw. I mean, we could go with poison if we want to. It's not... Doesn't necessarily fit our build compared to this one, which would. But sure. We need, I think, more damage, so... We can at least show you how poison works, even though I've just explained it a second ago. We move on to the next one. I mean, it can be quite tough early on. We haven't got any decent cards. We're already facing things which can hit us for 19. And there's an armed bandit here. And this may be a good chance to use the evade next attack. And what are we going to do? We can certainly block the other guy. Sure. That card will come back anyway. Cool. Shurikens we could do... We haven't got anything else, and that's going to do big damage. So we may want to gain stealth. So let's add poison to this guy. We need 3 left over anyway. So we're going to use the sharpened blade. Don't know why. And we're going to gain stealth, which I mentioned before. So we now have the stealth thing, which means, well, it doesn't want to. There we go. You become invulnerable. If you deal damage, you lose stealth. But poison doesn't count as dealing damage, even though it does. So it was 13. It's taken 13 damage health off them. It's now gone up to 14, as I described. If you add 13 more, it will go up to 27, which we can do. We're going to get... That's 14 points of damage. If I add 8 to it, that's 22. So we could pretty much have this guy die. Although he's going to still do 19 damage to us. So we're missing that defense card. We could draw 2 cards. Let's do that then. So we could block first. And I think we should. Well, let's... How many points we need? We need 6. So that isn't going to be enough. Although if we get the shurikens, we can then heal the stamina. We can play the banish. Then we combo, and I played it the wrong way around compared to what I was going to do, but no, that's fine. So we should defend all of this guy, I think. I was also going to maybe play one of these. No, that will do more damage, but it doesn't really matter on its own. So yeah, we successfully defended because of the armor as well. We could just kill this guy off. Although having done that, I've now lost the card place, so I can't do the huge damage to this guy. We have the combo, so this will fully defend. And with the poison, that will just ebb away at his health. That card is going to keep coming back. We can apply that. We can just kill him now with the shurikens. Easy, easy. I mean, I said it's hard. I mean, it is. Anyway, there are different levels of the cards. So this is, I don't know if this is rare or epic or legendary, but I think there's common, rare, epic, and legendary. Maybe this is rare then. So we now have a choice. We can go with more poison, having picked up poison, or bloodlust. The multi-strike is good if you... So bloodlust increases the card whenever you deal damage. So if you attack 3 times, then this will be up to 9 damage. Not just with this card, with any attacking thing. And this one also increases by 2 each time, which is really good. However, it is a banish card. It'd be really nice if that wasn't banish. I feel like I want the multi-strike. But equally, I like things that grow over time. Yes, okay, so Soul Blacksmith. You can see your equipment, as you could always do. But now there's a shop and there's an upgrade place. So you can buy different equipment. So we have boots here. And what do the boots do? Well, they have a certain amount of weight. They can absorb so much damage. Well, only 2, which, you know, you've seen them hit for 6 and 19, but that's like a permanent 2 off that, which I guess you wouldn't have in Slay the Spire, I don't know. They can also, so this is a belt, comes with extra things. So has a small armor blessing, once per battle, when the fight starts. Gain 5 of armor. Which is helpful. And then there is a greatsword, which is very heavy, as far as I can see. But it does add a 20% bonus to your red cards. Anyway, all of these cost souls to buy. And it's you can sell things as well if you're not using it. So if you're like, well, I'm going to change my weapon. The actual, what was it? The belt? Where does the belt go? It's not clear where that would go. So it doesn't tell you which slot they're in. And also there's like this. All right, you can have maybe 2 weapons. Whereas it only starts you with 1. Oh, and you can see your cards here. Cool. So yeah, I mean, let's just buy the Paladin belt, because that comes with an extra ability, although it's quite expensive. Okay, let's not do that then. You can also upgrade things. So as we were talking about, we have this dagger. In fact, not all things can be upgraded, but the Iron Dagger can, and at level 1 it gives you a 3-card boost to your red cards. Level 2, 4, and even though the upgrades are relatively cheap, for some reason it then just jumps to 3600, so we stop there. Not maybe balancing needs to happen, who knows. But now if we look, we can see our red card bonus is 5, and that attack here is now 15, which is pretty good. Sure. We're just going to go to the map. We're going to aim to the leveling up place. Okay, so we want to use this. Probably. Let's use it. So we got 2 block. We may want to. 7 times 6 is 42 damage. This is like, what, the 4th fight? Up to 42 damage. So we're probably going to want to evade that attack. Probably. We don't have a good way of attacking these people. So we're just going to block the 13 points. Well, I probably should have. Don't know, that guy's hitting harder. But we've put poison on this guy. It doesn't block the guy, it applies the block first. There's a certain order, it's not clear to me when things happen all the time. That's fine. So now, yeah, they're going to add 12 block and they're going to do something else. We can certainly make that better. So we're going to get more stamina. If we add 8 points of damage to this thing, it'll do 24. So we would need to do this first. I suppose it doesn't matter the order. Gonna payday. That's gonna do 17 and then 16, which I think is enough to well, he's not gonna do much this turn anyway. You're gonna die to poison. So you're going to block damage anyway. Sure. I mean, we could do... Yeah, we'll do that. I think it makes the most sense. So we have enough block from that. This guy's going to die to his own poison. We've blocked their attacks. I say his own poison. I obviously put it there. Although he gave himself block, so I didn't actually kill him before that attack hit. Just kind of annoying. Had I realized that, then I probably would have put it on this guy instead. Anyway, he's adding more block. At this point, I think we're gonna go into our standard way of doing things. With this combo, we might as well play the 2 combo cards. One's adding a good amount of block and armor, and the other is doing damage. So why change anything? I mean, we could kill that guy off anyway. But instead, we're gonna... Not enough stamina. Well, you heal stamina, so we're gonna just block and do that. And if anything, I really should have paid attention to this, because we're not going to get enough. The slightly annoying thing is once you put a card down, I haven't found a way to undo that, because even though it hasn't gone into effect. You can't do that. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We're going to get hit by quite a bit. Or not. So I don't understand what happened there. We had some defense and armor, but didn't seem like it was enough. We have 4 stamina. We need a bit more. We can't get more. Let's just kill. Do 13 damage there, 9 here, and then just attack this guy. End the turn. Hopefully that wins it for us. Don't know. Or like it's trying to do damage to me, but because I have armor, it's failing to do damage to me and failing to do anything to the armor. Or like I still haven't been able to hit this guy. Enemy armor must be fully broken to damage their HP. Sure, but didn't I do 16 points of damage? They're only adding 4. Heal 4 points of stamina, block 4 points of damage. Like, I don't know. I would have to watch that back to find out what's happening. Anyway, another card. What plays well? Create and play a random card, which would be good, except random, is it more likely to be 3 points of stamina? I don't know. I would probably go with more stuff, even though we haven't been using the stuff. It's very useful. Into the Well of Souls is what it's called, even though it's a campfire. You can see it healed us up. And then we can choose to level up. We have the first level up is going to cost 909 souls for some reason. Our character, what do we think we're going for? We're getting lots of red cards, so maybe we want strength. So when we click on strength, it tells us we're going to get that. The next strength actually is going to give us a passive bonus. I don't know what the passive bonus is. Constitution gives us hit points. Endurance does, well, nothing on that one, so why would you spend it there? Lux gives you weight. I mean, it tells you this. Endurance increases the amount of stamina, which is the main card resource, but it didn't give us any, like, you'd have to increase it by 2, I think, to get anything there. Intelligence increases the blue card bonus. We don't really have many blue cards, so we're just going to go with more health. Which is good. You pledge it, you get an extra couple of points as well. And this is kind of the game. There is a sub-boss, there are these random encounters, but we're not near one. And, well, this is a sub-boss. We didn't see the Charmer, which, you know, is similar to the Blacksmith, but allows you to upgrade, well, remove a card for some cost, or use your souls to unlock a different card, I think. If you can also, when you defeat sub-bosses and the main boss, you get a different type of soul. So you get these bright souls and radiant souls, and those can be used to give you an epic or legendary card, I think. Anyway, the actual end boss is pretty close to the end here. And this being a demo, I have a feeling once you've done that fight, the first fight in Act 2, it just purposefully gives you something you can't kill. Slightly annoying, but I suppose that's a demo. Anyway, this game kind of needs a lot of polish, I would say. Cleaning up some things on the cards, a few bug fixes here and there to give more classes. Well, it needs to fill out the game to get more classes and do all that sort of thing. But then it is very early access, beta, demo kind of territory. Maybe not even available yet. Not sure. Anyway, hopefully if you're still here, you have liked this video and you will leave a like. And if you want to see more, you'll subscribe. But if not, hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. I want to thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.